BiffNet Studios World Headquarters in Spring, Texas, it's Barry on Deck, hosted by former ESPN Houston radio host and stand-up comedian Barry Laminack, starring Oliver the Cat. Written by Barry Laminack, produced by Barry Laminack, directed by, you guessed it, Barry Laminack. Featuring sports, entertainment, special guests, film sessions, and some drinking. Okay, a lot of drinking. Viewer discretion is advised. And now, here's your host, Barry Laminack.
Ooh, what's up, you damn dirty deckheads? Welcome to Barry on Deck. I am your host, Barry Laminack. Thank you guys for being here. Today is Wednesday, April 30th, 2025. And this is episode number 934 of Barry on Deck. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the program. Yeah. Hello. Hi. How are you? Thanks for being here. Welcome in, folks. Another day, another 1 hour late start. What do you know? Shocking, I know. Surprise. Go figure. Well, you know what? Fuck it. We're still here. We're still doing it. It's just getting to be old hat. Every day it's something new and exciting. What the fuck is this? Okay. Hey, good to have you along for the ride. Oh no, that's not what we wanted to do there. Sorry, I am adjusting spreadsheets as we talk. Good to have you in, folks. Good to see ya. Good to see ya. Hope you had a good night. Hope you had a good day. Hope you had a good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Busy show today. Hey, what up, FJ? Good to see you, buddy. We got a busy show today. Got a lot to discuss. Got a lot to get after. Got a lot of things to get off my big, fat, stupid chest. We got a lot to get down on. So we're going to get down on it. Get down on it. So let's do it. Let's get into it. Ain't nothing to it, but I don't know why my nose is itching. Every time I go out of town somewhere where it's not humid, inevitably my nose gets like super dried out. My lips get chapped. My face gets raw. Raw dog has spoken. It's a whole thing. It's a whole catastrophe. You know what I'm saying? So if you see me like doing this a lot, it's just because my nose is dry and itchy. It's not because I'm on the booger sugar or nothing like that. One thing I want to talk about that we are going to get into is, I want to bring this up before we get hot and heavy into the sports, okay? Because hey, what up, One Deep? Good to see ya, pimp. One thing I want to get into before we get hot and heavy into the sports. Over the weekend when I was on the road with my boy Kanice, we in the Airbnb these goddamn bots, I swear to God, what a bunch of whores. We didn't have like regular live TV, but we had shut up, Amos. We had like a Roku, and some dude stayed logged in. You know what I'm saying? And so he stayed logged into Max, and that's where they had like some of the basketball games. I got a bit of sound. I don't know what that is. So, but he stayed logged into Max. So we were watching some basketball, and then at one point it was like late at night, or I think it was during the day. I don't remember what the fuck it was. But then we were like bored. We didn't have shit to watch. So I threw on the Fall of Diddy documentary. Yo. I had no idea, or as my grandma would say, God rest her soul, no idea. My grandmother was fantastic at adding letters into words that didn't exist, you know? Old white women and black people are good at that. Like black people will put an S at the end of Gary Owens' name. It's Owen, but they'll call him Gary Owens. My grandmother will say Walmart. There's no K in it. That's what Kenise and I were making this jokes on the drive. He's like, black people will say Kroger's, Shipley's. I was like, my grandma would say Winder, Walmart. We were like, we both agree Gary Owens. So, but we watched The Fall of Diddy. Bro, I really and truly had no clue. Like I knew that, you know, I knew that the trial and whatnot was going on. But I really didn't even pay attention to it, if I'm being honest. I was like, oh, I knew he did some stuff, and now, I knew like the whole baby oil meme and stuff like that. But I never like looked into it. I never really like, I don't know. I didn't jump into it. But then I watched that documentary on Max, and holy shit. It was jaw-dropping. It was disturbing. I mean, I had seen the video of him in the hallway at the hotel when he grabbed Cassie by the hair and was kicking her, and that was fucking awful. Absolutely awful. So you knew that there was something there, and you knew, and then I had seen the video of him apologizing where it was like, it was a dark moment in my history. But then, man, like I didn't know about the club shooting when he shot old girl in the face, allegedly. I remember something about him getting off and then Shine going to jail for like 10 years. And then Kenise is giving me the backstory because I'll admit, I've been out of touch for a long time. But Kenise, we're watching it, and he's like, yeah, you don't remember? I was like, yeah, I remember Shine went to jail. He's like, bro gave Shine $500,000 for taking the fall for shooting that lady in the face, for doing a 10-year bid for that. Shine was, I was like, yo, and then you just watch all of the thing. It is, first of all, it's enraging. It's heartbreaking to see the lives that he changed and just affected in such an awful, awful way. The women the lives that he's destroyed, the men. The dude's a monster. Like, but I had no idea. And now he's a punchline. Now he's no Diddy. And I was telling Kenise, I'm like, you don't come back from that. Even if all the money in the world buys him somehow, some way, because he's been the Teflon Don. He's gotten out of everything. Even if somehow he managed to avoid any significant kind of jail time, ain't no fucking way you come back from being a catchphrase. No Diddy. You ain't coming back from that, fam. You're a punchline now. You know what I mean? Like you're a joke and a punchline. So, Mark, what do you mean by I got a bit of sound? I don't know what that means. But Just absolutely crazy. If you get a chance to watch it and you can stomach it and you have Max. What up, Uriel? And you have Max, then stream The Fall of Diddy on Max. It's shocking. But I will say trigger warnings abound. You know, don't watch it with your kids unless you're prepared to have some really, really deep discussions. I mean, he gave a few million to Belize when Shine got out of jail too. Gave a few million to Belize. I don't know what that means. I am visiting my girlfriend in the ICU after her surgery today, so my sound is low. Oh, don't watch it if you have kids. No, that's what I'm saying. If you have kids, unless you're prepared to explain a lot of shit, man. Bro, some of the things that they describe and do, it was like, I mean, today I finally finished the last 2 episodes. I think it's 5 episodes. And y'all know me. I mean, I tend to cry kind of easily, but I didn't cry at all until one part, and it was the Cassie video again, and I had already seen it, but there's one part in this documentary where they showed the Cassie video again of him dragging her by the hair from the elevator down the hall. They show it, and then they just show a bunch of people that were close to Diddy, his publicist, his chef, a reporter. I mean, they just show a bunch of people that were a part of the documentary, mostly women, a few other folks. I think, I don't know. There's just a bunch of other people without getting into details of it. And to a person, they're all pretty disturbed, and they all just kind of started crying because it's that disturbing of a video. And it was just like, fuck, man. It just kind of got me. I was like, damn. Because, you know, some of them all had their kind of own trauma to deal with the guy. One lady that worked for Vibe, I had no idea. He like stalked this woman. She blocked out the whole memory of him stalking her and threatening to like kill her allegedly and all of this shit. She doesn't even remember it. Like, she has no recollection of it. People had to tell her the story of what happened. It was that traumatic, which is still wild to me that the human brain does that. I mean, our defense mechanism as human beings to be able to just completely erase something that traumatic, but she has no recollection of it. It's crazy. I mean, there's just story after story, and you're just like, this dude's a fucking monster, man. It's just crazy, man. He told one chick that he ends up, trigger warning, by the way, what I'm about to say, trigger warning. I'll give you 5 seconds I'll wave when I'm done. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One woman that he's dating that he ends up kind of not sexually assaulting, but getting physical with and abusing a little bit. But at one point before that, they're having like a talk. And as he's leaving the room, he goes, yeah, there's a little bit of R. Kelly in all of us. She's like, what the fuck? No, there's not. Just kind of nonchalantly, just flippantly throws it out. Just fucking, a little bit of R. Kelly in all of us. No, there's not, bro. No, there's not. Maybe you. Pretty wild. That's like leaving the room and be like, yeah, we all got a little Epstein in us. No, the fuck we don't. Potch said, what the fuck did I just walk into? I was telling everybody I watched the Diddy documentary on Max. It is crazy. Hey, what up, Jamal? Good to see you, Justin. All right, let's get into the show. We got a lot of sports to cover. We'll say what's up to everybody. AJB on the YouTubes, along with Rudy Rod. Those two, actually 5 people holding it down over there. Those are the only 2 that have chimed in the chat over there. I'm sure there's more somehow, some way. My sweet, sweet Donna hasn't checked in over there yet. Oh, thank you, Rudy Rod. Thank you, buddy. I'm a dumbass, see? God, good. See, Rudy Rod, you're hired. Associate producer. Let's see. There's going to be a little R. Kelly and you, Diddy. Ain't that the fucking truth? Mark said, hi from Memorial Herman in the Woodlands. Can't hear, but I figured I'd add a viewer and watch and try to figure out what's going on. Yeah, that sucks, Mark. Mark said his girl is in ICU. Never good. That is never good. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Shit. Where'd it go? There you go. I am visiting my girlfriend in the ICU. Oh, after her surgery today. So my sound is low. Well, God, bro. All my best to her and to you. Let's see if I can do this. Let's see. Oh, they won't let me type on this bitch? I guess I can't type. Well. Okay, let's try this. Hold on. There we go. There we go. All right. All my best to you and your girl, Mark. Cece said, hello, Decky Diddlers. That's probably not okay after we just got through talking about Diddy for the first 15 minutes of the show. Started a diet yesterday and my mood is foul. So shut up. JK, love you. Yeah, diets suck, CC, but no doubt you're going to crush it. You know, once you get past the first couple days, you're good. You're going to kill it. So, Christian Mina said at work, breaking down a whole ass fish. Got you in my ear. Let's go. Appreciate you, buddy. Rudy Rod's going to send me an invoice for being a producer. Cool. I tried your dumb shots and gained 3 pounds. My dumb shots. I tried your dumb shots. I didn't tell you to do any shots. I didn't tell you to do any shots. What shots? I didn't tell you to do any shots. Just because you have it doesn't mean I have it. Get the fuck out. I don't know what that means. Let's see. He gave a few million to Belize. Oh, when Shine got out of jail too. Oh, because Shine's gotcha. I got you now. Still though, man. Because Kenise and I were like, what's the rate? If I do a 10-year bid for you for taking the rap for attempted murder or whatever, you got to give me like at least 10 million a year, right? Got to be 10 million a year. That's got to be the rate. All right, let me say what's up to everybody else in here. Titty Pete, what up, pimp? Got Rudy Rod, got Alex Villanueva, AJB, Total Dallas, what's up, homie? Who else is here? Tony the Handsome. How are you, sir? Astros off day. Boy, I tell you what. They put it on the Tigers 2 games in a row. And lo and behold, Tony, speaking of them Astros, are they off today? Because don't they play the Tigers again tomorrow? Or is there new? No, they got another series kicking off. Who do they play? No, they're live right now. Yeah, they're playing the Astros right now. Weirdo. I was gonna say, that's what the fuck you talking about. But they put it on the Astros. The Tigers. So they're gonna win the series, and the Tigers have been playing well. But don't look now, but the Astros bats are starting to come alive. And I like the move of Pena to the leadoff spot for a couple of reasons. One, I do like that Altuve needs more time just to get to the dugout, which was what, the precursor for the move, which I think is hilarious. Just, he's old. He just needs more time to get to the dugout. Hilarious. But I still, Kyle Tucker was here. That would be the move, right? But let's do something. Let's do a quick little exercise, okay? Let's have a little fun for a sec. Was Jeremy Pena the right move? Was that the right guy to put at the top of the lineup? Was that the appropriate person? Because y'all know me, I always like to, hey, this guy should be like I said all along, way back when I said George Springer should be hitting leadoff, long time ago, and then they did it. And then I caught shit for it, right? But they finally did it. And so I was right about that. I was right about Kyle Tucker should be batting leadoff. Although they never did it, I was still right about it. I don't care if you agree with me. I was right about it. I mean, they didn't do it. And no one has said I'm right about it other than me. But I'm right about it. See, that's how this works. It doesn't matter if I'm actually right about it. I'm right about it. But when you look at this lineup, right, let's just take, on average, let's go Sketch. Let's just look at today's lineup. I don't even know if they have the same. Do they have the normal lineup in today? Pena, Altuve. Okay, so yeah, Jordan's not batting today. Paredes, Caratini's batting. There's Yiner pinch hitting now in the 7th. So, yeah, Jordan's not in. You're not going to put Christian Walker in the leadoff spot, right? And something that Altuve said I thought was interesting. He's like, Jeremy Pena's dynamic. He can get on base. He's a monster on the base paths. And maybe, just maybe, he can get on base. Excuse me. Maybe, just maybe, he can get on base and I can bun him over. And I was like, what? Are they playing small ball? And that's an interesting thought. But in this day and age, that's really not how baseball works anymore. When you have like Aaron Judge hitting in the 2-hole or Shohei Ohtani leading off a lot of times or hitting in the 2-hole. A lot of times nowadays what you see based off of analytics in baseball is you will have a team's best hitter. I'll show you. You will have a team's best hitter hitting first or second or third most often. There you go. Aaron Judge hitting second for the Yankees. All right. For the Dodgers, Shohei Ohtani hits leadoff. Mookie Betts hits second. Freddie Freeman hits third. Shohei Ohtani hits leadoff. Like, you understand that Aaron Judge hitting second is like Yordan Alvarez hitting second. But if I say Kyle Tucker should hit leadoff, people look at me like I'm a fucking idiot. And then if you say Yordan Alvarez should be hitting second, people look at you like a fucking idiot. Now, I wouldn't go like Tucker Yordan, you know what I mean? Which is why I said it should have been Tucker Altuve Yordan. But in this case, you don't really have a prototypical per se. And in today's era, prototypical leadoff. So almost by default, it's got to be Jeremy Pena. That said, and the reason why you want these guys in the top 1, 2, or 3 is they're going to get the most at bats, right? Man, that's the one thing that I think, look, I think Christian Walker's going to be fine. Yainer seems to be coming around after the Toronto series. That got him going, or was it the Seattle series? I think it was the Toronto series. Paredes has been great. Yordan's going to figure it out. There's no doubt. I think with this team really lacks is like that. And maybe Pena becomes the guy. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe Pena becomes this team's George Springer. Or the new guy that hits with power that can be trusted to get on base and draw walks. The problem is he's not really been that guy in the past. Jeremy Pena's on-base percentage is .310 for his career. That's not good. Now, he's .345 this season, but he's got a .310 on base for his career. So you just need a guy that can cut down right here on these strikeouts. Last year, he only struck out 111 times. That's a start. But he's going to have to do that a lot more. He only drew 25 walks last season. Also not going to get it. Not going to get it. So, I don't know if that's the answer. I mean, honestly, and this is going to, people are going to be like, what are you talking about? You may have to put Christian Walker in the leadoff spot. Or you may just have to tell Altuve, hey, bro, tough shit. Or you may have to put Yordan, but Yordan likes to see pitches. And that's why he doesn't like hitting second. Because they tried Yordan and hitting second. He doesn't like it. So they moved him back to third. So maybe you put Christian Walker hitting first. And what that does is it actually gives him a little protection in the lineup. I don't know. But outside of Pena, who really doesn't have great plate discipline, Isaac Paredes has great plate discipline. So maybe he's the guy you put at the up there at the in the one hole. But you got to have a guy who can go up and has good plate discipline at least, but can also drive the ball, can get on base, isn't going to be slow. And I don't know, I mean, Christian Walker is not a speedster, that's for sure. That was the beautiful thing about George Springer and Kyle Tucker. Both of those guys could get on base, they could hit for power, they could hit for decent average, but they could steal bases, they could hit, you know, they could get extra base hits. They could get in scoring position on their own and allow Altuve and Yordan and everybody else. They could be table setters for Bregman and the guys, Correa, whoever else was here. I mean, Pena is slugging 400, so that's good. He slugged 394 last year. That's okay. Had his best OPS right now. But he's just not thus far the guy. So We'll see. Yeah, Podge said he's still a pretty young career. I don't know. By now, pretty much a guy is what he is, you know? But maybe he still figures it out. Who knows? Who knows? So, we'll see. We'll see. All right, so let me see who else I got to say hello to. I've got to say hi to PB Dubs. What's up, dog? I said hi to Pookie. I got Tony the Handsome, Alex, Cisco. Cisco, I saw your text. I got you, homie. Mark G, what up, Brian? FJ, what up, big dog? One deep. What's up, pimpin'? Who else? Dallas Hater 69, what up, homie? You ain't gotta lie, Craig. We hear how you comics get down on the road. No, not this one. Not this one. What up, Flip? Good to see you, man. Who else? Jared Taylor's in the building. Hello, Jared. Heartthrob. What up, man? Good to see you all the way from the lovely state of Oklahoma. Uriel's in the building. I got Jared Taylor. Potch is here. I got Jamal, Rudy Rod. Let's see. Mina, we got. Cece, we got. Tweet the show, sir. Shit. Oh, I did. Yes. I already did. The Bringer proposes a Rockets trade. I just saw that on Twitter. Man, if you don't shut the fuck up. I just want to slap some of these stupid asses. Some of these trades that people propose. Just shut the fuck up. Might as well be off. Hey, are we playing them now? Oh yeah. Let's see. Toot. CC. Hodge C. Rod. Alvarez leadoff. He doesn't like it. That's the problem. He wants to see pitches. What up, John Dorier? Good to see you pimping. And thank you for resubscribing for 35 months, sir. Much love to you, brother. Resubscribed on Prime. That's how you get down. What else? Why is CC out on truck driver Pookie? What's going down? Don't be calling me for child support. What's happening? That was some Donald Trump logic if I've ever heard it. What? What'd I miss? Are you talking about my logic? My logic is Donald Trump logic? Could you imagine telling Altuve, tough titty said the little, but your bat ain't hitting? Tough titty said the kitty, but the bat ain't hitting. That's funny. Hey, what up, Terrence? Good to see you, pimp. Okay, we got some shit to get into, folks. Plenty of sports to discuss today. We also have 2 birthdays we're gonna get to. I gotta get those slides downloaded as well. Dagnabbit, get over here. Give me those, done, and download. My logic for what? My Donald Trump logic of what? What is, tell me, what is Donald Trump logic? I want to hear this. I can't wait to hear what's some Donald Trump logic. I'd like to, I'm standing on business. Tell me, what is it? Huh? I'll back it up. I'll stand by it. I ain't scared. I'll stand by my takes. I don't run from them. I don't need to, what the shit? I don't need to run from them. I got solid baseball takes, man. Solid as a rock. Okay, we got sports headlines, believe it or not. Yeah, I did my work today, bitches. Let's get to them, and then we'll get rolling. All right, here's your sports headlines for the day. Oh, Kyle Tucker should have been first. Take. Yeah, he absolutely should have been first. 100% Kyle Tucker should have been hitting leadoff. 1,000%. Kyle Tucker, bro, I'm telling you right now, Kyle Tucker would have been, Kyle Tucker, oh my God. Kyle Tucker would have been, he would have had, you think his numbers are good now? Put that sumbitch in the leadoff spot. Give him 30 extra at bats in a year. B, did you see the Dalton Varsho catch I posted on Discord? Is that the dude, Toronto? The center fielder for Toronto? Because I didn't see the Discord. I hadn't been on in a couple days. But I did see Toronto, the Toronto center fielder, make a hell of a catch. May the gods smile on the Texas offensive line. I would have put him third so he had more RBI opportunities. That's just it, though. On that Astros team, you had plenty of guys that could drive the ball in. What you didn't have, I mean, you had Altuve, but you had Jordan and Bregman and Altuve who, could hit for power too. You needed to replace Springer. That was the problem. That was what this Astros team was missing once he left. This offense, and still is. You've never replaced George Springer as the catalyst on this offense. Never. And hopefully Jeremy Pena's that guy. I almost said Jerry Springer. Jesus Christ. What? Did you see Carolina Hurricanes score 3 goals in 5 minutes to force OT? No. Damn, I missed that. In the playoffs? God, playoff hockey's so beautiful. I got to watch it. Shout out to my boy Mark. All right, here's some sports headlines. The hashtag Texans have claimed offensive lineman Jake Andrews off of waivers from the Patriots. Ow. By the way, again, not picking my nose if you got here late. New Mexico dried all my shit out. I need to put some lotion in there or something. So, yeah, they never played small ball with Dusty. It's not playing small ball. That's my point. You putting Kyle Tucker at the leadoff spot is not playing small ball. I'm not a proponent of small ball. Not in 2025. You don't need to. That's not what I'm saying or suggesting. So I don't want them to play small ball, which is, no, I don't want them to. New Mexico is not comic cocaine, jackass. I got to be honest. I don't know shit about Jake Andrews unless I'm like, oh, that guy. Is he the one that was there forever and a day? Let me see. Patriots Wire. Oh, kiss my ass. Disable your ad blocker. How about no? Because it's there for a goddamn reason. Houston Texans announced they have claimed former New England Patriots offensive lineman Jake Andrews on waivers. Andrews is one of 6 Patriot players released on Monday following the 2025 NFL Draft. 2023 fourth-round pick out of Troy. Never had a real opportunity to make his mark in New England. Wasn't him. He was viewed as a potential long-term option at center behind legendary offensive lineman David Andrews. That's who I was thinking of. David Andrews. But things didn't turn out as originally envisioned. That's probably because the man with the original vision, Bill Belichick, was no longer coaching the team. Andrews appeared in 16 games as a rookie and started in 1. However, he was robbed of a follow-up season due to a torn meniscus suffered in training camp last year. Under newly hired coach Mike Vrabel, the Patriots signed veteran center Garrett Bradbury in free agency, and they also selected the best center on the board, Jared Wilson. Veteran interior offensive lineman Cole Strange might also be in the mix to play center. That all led to Andrews' time in New England being cut short. He'll now have a chance to bounce back on a talented Texans football team. I like it. I like it. I love it. Hey, what up, Ron? What up? Is it Barry? It's been a while. What do you like on the ice tonight? I could go for a little Uncle Nearest. I could drink it neat too, but a little Whistle Pig wouldn't hurt. A little Whistle Pig 12. Oh, hockey. I thought you meant I may have a problem. Daddy's an alcoholic. No, I'm not. You know what, bro? Ron, it's good to see you. Welcome back. Sadly, I have not watched any hockey this season, man. Sucks, too. We do have this one guy that pops in from Toronto just to yell at us in all caps and then leave. Toronto's the best team in the world. Oh! And then that's it. I was an alcoholic. That's true, Rudy Rod. I was alcoholic for like a couple of months. Yeah, he just pops in and goes, Toronto is the best in the world. And I'm, oh! But, which is wild because the Leafs have not done shit. Like, ever. Yeah, and then Mark bans him for 10 minutes and he gets his feelings hurt. He just totally disrupts the... Ron said, speaking of caps, I like the caps tonight. Nice. What we got? What's on the docket tonight? I haven't even, let's see. Tonight we got Chrome Recess. Oh, that's so pretty. How have the playoffs been thus far? Has it lived up to the billing? I know we got a bunch of hockey fans in the chat. Have I been missing out? Am I kicking myself for not carving out some time? It's just been, I have been so busy. I have so many irons in the fire right now. I barely have time to watch basketball, or I haven't watched any baseball. I think I've watched 4, maybe 5 Astros games. Oh, I know. Hockey playoffs are always great. Always. But I think I've watched like 4 or 5 Astros games this year. Or baseball games. Damn, at one point, the West was all tied 2-2 and the East was all 3-1. That's crazy. And then I can say I did my part for hockey, because you see this guy right here? You see this guy, truck driver Pookie? By the way, not Marvin Zindler. He's not an old dead white man. No. Nay, I say. He's a young Latino. However, converted him to a hockey fan. He fucking loves hockey now. And I'll take credit for it. 100% I'll take credit for it. Maybe it's not on me, but I don't give a shit. I'm taking credit for it anyways. I made him watch USA Canada. Fell in love with it. You're welcome, America. And hockey. You have one Mexican that's into it. But I haven't watched any. But I'm going to get back into it. I promise. And then soon enough, we'll be talking a lot of a tall boy chugging young Latino. Chuck Drive Pookie said, bitch, I'm Mexican. That's what I just said. You got to give me a minute. I'll get to it. I say Latino and Mexican. You're both. Shut the fuck up. Here we go. Let's catch up one. Montreal up 3. Oh, no, sorry. Washington up 3-1 on Montreal. Florida up 3-1 on Tampa. And St. Louis and Winnipeg tied 2-2. Toronto up 3-2 on Ottawa. Vegas up 3-2 on Minnesota. Dallas up 3-2 on Colorado. Ooh! Hey, do we have a Jeff Bell total Dallas bet? Did you guys do a bet last year? Does Jeff Bell and Total Dallas have a bet going? Because I know Jeff Bell's a huge Avs fan. Huge Colorado Avalanche fan. And I know Total Dallas is a huge Stars fan. And I know Truck Driver Pookie is a huge fan. Just fat. No, I am not taking any credit. I am not taking any credit for him being a lot lizard. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Oh, look, total, they're both game. Okay, look at this. Look at this. We got a little, as the kids would say, we got a little synergy going here. Okay, what are we betting? We doing an avatar bet? We doing a little avatar bet? Loser has to change their avatar for the entirety of the next round. Yeah? Hey, what up, Captain Taft? Captain Taft said lone first round winner, Carolina over New Jersey. Yeah. 4-1. Damn. They weren't messing around, huh? I love the Avs in 6. Oh, in game 6. Yeah, that's the beauty of it. A lot of these could go game 7. It's hockey. Of course there's going to be game 7s. I like it. So, if Colorado wins, Total Dallas has to shave his face with Jeff Bell's used manscaper. Jesus Christ. No thanks. No thank you. Hey, Jared. You're a gentleman and a scholar, sir. Thank you for gifting a sub to Ron. That was mighty kind of you. That was very mighty kind of you. Now, Ron doesn't have to get all the ads that run. We run 73 ads every 10 minutes. I'm just kidding. I don't even know what the schedule is. Can Colorado and Dallas lose? Mark wants to know. No. All right, so winner picks the avatar. All right, but it can't be racist or nudity. Okay? That's my rules. No racism, no nudity. I mean, it can be nudity, no dicks. That's the rules. All right, no nudity at all. So are we in? Are we in? Total Dallas, do you take the bet? Winner picks the avatar for the loser, and you have to keep it for the entirety of the next round of the NHL playoffs. All right, Total Dallas is in. Jeff Bell is in. Now, and when I say the entirety, I mean the entirety of the round. Not just whoever they played wins their round. Everybody's got to advance to the next round. We got to clear out the round. What round are we in? Here we go. Let's see. We're in the first round. So you got to clear out the second round and make it to, so you don't get to change it until the conference finals start. Got it? Good. So you have to keep it for the entirety of the conference finals. Look at the Hurricanes just sitting there waiting, chilling in the cut. Chilling in the cut. All right. Now I might have to watch. Well, no, Rockets play tonight, but I may have to watch some hockey here real soon. All right, let's get back to these headlines, though. Come on. Let's keep going. Texans did get them offensive linemen. NFL, we talked about this a little bit yesterday. You have to keep it until the winner is out of the playoffs. Oh, well, there you go. Okay. I'll keep it until the playoffs are over. No, I like that. I like what Total Dallas said, Jeff Bell. You have to keep it until the winner loses. I like that. You have to keep it until the winner is out of the playoffs. Done deal. Have to keep it until the winner is out of the playoffs. I like it. All right, the NFL fined the Falcons and their defensive coordinator over that Shedeur Sanders prank call. Originally, I was like, oh, it's not a big deal. And then I told you guys yesterday, I didn't realize he had stolen the number from the iPad and everything. So good. That's what needed to be done. They needed to do something because that's some horse shit. And you can't go doing some tomfoolery like that. They needed to do that. So it says, Atlanta Falcons defensive coordinator Jeff Ulbrich apologized publicly Wednesday for the leak of Shedeur Sanders' private phone number and his son using it to prank call the quarterback during the draft. Quote, my actions of not protecting confidential data were inexcusable. My son's actions were absolutely inexcusable, and for that, we're both deeply sorry. Earlier in the day, the NFL fined the Falcons $250,000 and Ulbrich himself $100,000 in response to the situation. Ulbrich's 21-year-old son admitted to the prank call and apologized in an Instagram post Sunday. Folks, the Falcons said in a statement Sunday that Jax Ulbrich wrote down the number from his father's open iPad while visiting his parents' home to later conduct a prank call. The NFL said the fines were for failing to prevent the disclosure of confidential information distributed to the club in advance of the NFL draft. Ulbrich said neither he nor the Falcons would be appealing the fine. I promise my son and I will work hard to demonstrate we're better than this. Ulbrich said he was not aware of what happened until the draft and was not happy and shocked when he was informed. Ulbrich said that he made the Falcons aware of the situation and then worked to contact Sanders and his family. Shedeur and his father, Dion, who is a legendary former Falcons player, were amazingly gracious. More gracious than they needed to be in a moment like this, Ulbrich said. Falcons wrote in a statement that the Ulbrich family is working with the organization to participate in community service initiatives in relation to this week's matter, or to last week's matter. NFL still looking at other prank calls made to players during the draft, but says they're unrelated to the call made to Sanders. Sanders continued to wait for his name to be called on day 2. A video surfaced on social media. A former Colorado quarterback receiving a call from Saints. Mickey Loomis. Call told Sanders, we're going to take you with our next pick, man. But you're going to have to wait a little bit longer. Sorry. Confused Sanders asked the crowd gathering for his draft, what does that mean? Jax Ulbrich wrote on his post that what he did was completely inexcusable, embarrassing, and shameful. He said Sanders accepted his call earlier. I'm sorry I took away from your moment. It was selfish and childish, Ulbrich said in his Instagram post. I could never imagine getting ready to celebrate one of the greatest moments of your life, and I made a terrible mistake and messed with that moment. Thank you for accepting my call earlier today. I hope you can find it in your heart to forgive me. In a conference call with Cleveland area reporters after the draft by the Browns, Sanders said he wasn't bothered by the prank. It didn't really have any impact on me because it was just like, I mean, okay, like I don't feed into negativity or I don't feed into that stuff. You've seen on Dion Jr.'s YouTube video my reaction to it. It is what it is. I think, of course, it's childish, of course. I feel like it was a childish act, but everybody does childish things here and there. Ulbrich said the last few days have been difficult for him, but he took full responsibility for the phone number leak and his son's actions. It's something that I brought upon myself and my son brought upon himself, so it's one of those things where we've got to take this on the chin, and we're absolutely doing that and taking full responsibility. I want to read the quote again from Jax. I'm sorry I took away from your moment. I was selfish and childish. I could never imagine getting ready to celebrate one of the greatest moments of your life, and I made a terrible mistake and messed with that moment. Thank you for accepting my call earlier today. I hope you can find it in your heart to forgive me. Fuck you. Bro, go fuck yourself. Fuck that kid. It was completely inexcusable, embarrassing, and shameful. No, you know what it is? You're only saying all this because you got caught. You're a spoiled piece of shit. You're an entitled brat. Go fuck yourself. That kid is probably only sad because he got caught. Now, his dad seems like a pretty upstanding guy. He was like, we fucked up. He's saying we. He's taking this as I fucked up, my kid fucked up. And so since my kid fucked up, I fucked up. And that's what a good parent does. Because, I mean, you don't think that your 21-year-old adult son is going to come over and pilfer through your iPad with NFL prospects on it, take numbers, and then fucking prank call him like he's 8. Is your refrigerator running? Well, you better catch it. Like, what the fuck are we doing? What are you, fucking Bart Simpson? I mean, who thinks that their 21-year-old would do that, knowing what your job is, who you work for, and what the stakes are? I don't blame the dad. Because not in a million years would I think my son, who I would assume to be somewhat intelligent, God forbid, I mean, he probably paid for a pretty decent college and hell, maybe even private school. Probably thinks he's probably got a pretty decent head on his shoulders. He can't be that fucking stupid, can he? Yep. Yes, he can. He's a fucking moron. He's a dipshit. Jax Ulbrich is a dipshit. I don't feel sorry for him. I don't believe his apology. I think he's only saying this shit because he got caught. He thought he was funny. He thought he was cute. He's like, I'm a prankster. Look at me. Go fuck yourself, Jax. You tried to ruin his fucking day. You're a piece of shit. You're a garbage human being. You're an entitled piece of shit. This sucks. That sucks that you would do that to that man. Especially given the circumstances of what was happening. This isn't one of those things, what up, B-Hannon? This isn't one of those things where he still gets drafted in the first round and you prank called him. He's already stressed the fuck out. It is a media circus. Internally, he's probably, Shedeur Sanders is probably like, oh my God, worst day of my life. I'm thinking I'm going number one. His whole family is distraught. He's distraught. I mean, he's not saying it because Shedeur Sanders, I have so much respect for him after reading this. So much more respect for him. The high road that he took for the Ulbrichs to come out and say that they were way more gracious than they had to be. For him to say the things that he did publicly. Because I tell you what, wouldn't have been me. Couldn't have been me. You did that shit to me when I was at my lowest? Fuck you, buddy. I wouldn't have let you off the hook. Hell no. Because you didn't have to pay the $100,000 fine. Your daddy did. Daddy paid it for you. Daddy got, you didn't, nothing happened to him. Nothing. I hope daddy punched him in the face. Dead off in the face. And don't give me that shit about child abuse. He's 21. That's adult on adult crime now. Shedeur Sanders has my utmost respect for how he handles this. The Sanders family has my utmost respect for how they handled this. I'm glad the NFL fined the Falcons. I'm glad they fined Ulbrich. I think the way he handled it was upstanding to take the blame for what he did and what his son did. That's good parenting. Jack Ulbrich is a piece of shit. Jack Ulbrich, whatever his name is. Fuck him. Because I guarantee you, that 21-year-old kid is only, or adult or whatever, he's only sad and because he got caught. That's what 21-year-old entitled kids do. So fuck him. I don't feel bad for him, and I don't believe his apology. It's falling on deaf ears. I'm sorry it took away from your moment. It was selfish and childish. No 21-year-old talks like that, by the way. Do you honestly think that a 21-year-old whose vocabulary consists of bro talks like that? I'm sorry I took away from your moment. It was selfish and childish. I could never imagine getting ready to celebrate one of the greatest moments of your life, and I made a terrible mistake and messed with that moment. If he would have written it, it would have been like, bruh, no cap. For real, bruh. My bad, G. My bad, for real, no cap. Man, get the fuck out of here. Just because your dad hired a fucking PR firm to write you an apology, kiss my entire ass. And you know what? Yet another reason I don't have kids, man. Fuck them kids. Because you my cats ain't going on my iPad and stealing shit. Exactly, Heartthrob. Heartthrob gets it. Heartthrob gets it. Fuck them kids. See, if y'all would just listen to me. If you don't have kids, you don't have to apologize for the dumb shit that they do. I think at this point, Jeff Ulbrich has no choice but to take Jax Ulbrich to another neighborhood and just drop him off and let him go. Like a dog he doesn't want anymore. Just drive him, just find another neighborhood in another city in Atlanta. Drive him to Macon, Georgia. Find just a random city. Be like, ooh, buddy, look at that. Look, here's your ball. Go get it. And Jack jumps out of the car. Ooh, here's my ball. Go. Jax turns around. Where'd they go? Your dumbass should have stayed out of my iPad, fuckface. It's ridiculous, man. I don't feel sorry for him. Not one bit. Not one bit. He's not sorry. I don't believe he's sorry. He's sorry he got caught. He's sorry he got caught. Because didn't somebody say he did like multiple prank calls too? I know they said that they're unrelated, but he just did the one. And I just think it's really, really shitty that of all people to do it to, you did it to Shedeur Sanders in that moment. You didn't just do it to just a rando. You know what I mean? You didn't do it to a dude that got picked 10th and we're like, hey, we're going to take you at 7. And then he goes 10. No harm, no foul. Oh, you thought you were going 7. Oh, I got you $1. You almost had it. That's no harm, no foul. You know what I mean? That's funny. Yeah, this kid called, thought I was going 7th in the draft, and I ended up going 10th. That's hilarious. Fucking kids. What are you going to do? But I promise you, Shedeur Sanders can say what he wants and take the high road, which I'm, again, really impressed with how he handled this and how the Sanders family has handled this. You could say what you want. But I know that young man was devastated. You could see after day one, when he gave that speech to his friends and family and everyone that had gathered, well, this is not the outcome we wanted. You know, he gave that speech. And there were even people that said, like, how could you not want this kid to lead your team? He could have said, no cameras, turn it off. I'm not giving a speech. We'll just wait till I'm drafted. But he stood there in front of the world and still gave some speech. I don't know if I could have done it. I'd have been embarrassed. Bro, I was embarrassed as fuck when I got let go from ESPN radio. That was embarrassing. I had to do that last show. That shit was embarrassing. I had to go on this camera and tell you guys that I got fired. That's embarrassing. And that's just local radio. To do that in front of the world and then to have some little entitled asshole prank calling you during that moment later. Fuck Jax Ulbrich, man. And y'all can miss me with that bullshit. He's 21. He's a goddamn adult. He can drink, he can vote, and he can fuck off. Period. Yeah, recorded it and posted it might have been the dumbest part. That just shows you right there he's a fucking moron. Real G's moving silence like lasagna, I think is what Plato said. You don't fucking post it, you dumb shit. That just lets you know how stupid he is. You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly, Flip. Like I said, he's all like, look at me. I'm hilarious. I'm hilarious. Thank you, Aaron. I know it was. It's like sometimes you guys don't even get me. Aaron, how long? How long? You can bet though that off camera Dion was like, I should have put what's left of my toe up that kid's ass. No, that's funny, heartthrob. Yeah. Dion was gonna give him the finger, but they were all crooked and shit. Hey man, fuck you. You're like, bro, what the fuck is that? Someone time out Aaron. He's on YouTube. What up, Dre? Joe Bro said that kid best be mowing dad's yard until he worked off that 100K. I guarantee my old man would have beat 100 grand out of me. Oh, what up, Joe Bro? 100%. My dad? Shit. In my wire voice. My dad, I don't give a fuck. 21, 31, 51. Lakers in 5. My dad would have beat my ass. And then made me work it off and made me pay it back. My dad, let me tell you how my dad would have operated. He'd have made me apologize in person. He'd have beat my ass. He'd have made me work off the 100,000 by giving me allowance, made me save it, and then pay him back. You lost your damn mind. Crazy. That's wild. So, fuck him. We got some more shit to get into. My dad would have sold me into slavery. God damn. That's rather aggressive, Tony. But they would have beat my ass in front of everyone. I believe it. I've met him. I've met Pops. Love me some Terrence Pops. I've met him. He definitely would have beat your ass. 100. Speaking of dads, professional segue, ladies and gentlemen. I still got it. Oh, Tyrese Halliburton's dad caused a kerfluffle. Yeah, look it up, bitches. I'm dropping words up in this hoe. That's right. I just dropped a kerfluffle on y'all's bitch ass. What? What? Ha! You missed it last night. The Bucks fumbled themselves out of the playoffs. Joe Pro said, ain't nobody paying $100K for you, Tony. I would. I would pay $100K for Tony in the auction. He's strong. He's handsome. He's got a little sassy mouth. No diddy. Tyrese Halliburton, in case you missed it, Tyrese Halliburton, well, first of all, the Indiana Pacers have moved on. They beat the Bucks in 5. And Tony is good arm candy. I will agree. After the game, though, so it came down to literally the last 2 plays, a sequence of plays, really. Looked like the Bucks were going to pull it off. All they had to do was not turn the ball over. And literally, that's what they did, was fumble the ball out of bounds. Who was it? It was Gary Trent Jr. And he had 2 turnovers, really. But the most costly one was the last one. It was like 13 seconds left or something like that. Allowed the Pacers to get the ball back. And they put that ball in Tyrese Halliburton's hands. And he went out and won the game. And what's wild is, in order to do that, in order to win, Halliburton takes Giannis off the dribble. So he's got Giannis 1-on-1 on the perimeter. And, just shakes him. Gets past him. Splits another defender. Gets to the rack. Ball game. 1 second left. 1.3 seconds left. Milwaukee, even confused about the inbounds, does nothing with it. Game over. Well, that's bad enough. And it has to have felt good, first of all. Has to have felt good. Because, and I don't remember if we went over this. Did we go over the Athletics NBA rankings? Let's see. I have it here. I have in my hand. The Athletic did an NBA rankings. And those rankings, the players ranked other players. And they ranked Tyrese Halliburton the most overrated player in the NBA. Jared, are you describing the UH National Championship game? Right? So they basically said that Tyrese Halliburton was the most overrated player in the NBA. Let me see if I can find it. Top 10 front offices, NBA player tiers. This is NBA player tier, feature 5, former champions, now veterans. NHL, ranking NCAA tournament champions. Let's see. Most overrated players in the NBA rankings. Let me see if I can find it. Aha. Found it. You don't think I do my research around here? Do you guys just think I just bullshit? Huh? You guys just think I'm out here just messing around? Huh? You think your boy don't know what he's doing around here? Huh? Right here. Right here, folks. Anonymous NBA player poll 2025. SGA Jokic for MVP. Most overrated. Too many 3-pointers. Here you go. Who's the MVP? NBA players Anonymous NBA players voted and said SGA. 56%. Which team other than your own will win the title this year? 57% said the Celtics. 5 years from now, who will be the face of the league? Victor Wembanyama, 54%. Who's the league's most overrated player? Look at here. Look at here. Right there on your screen. Tyrese Halliburton. Who is the league's most overrated player? Tyrese Halliburton. Rudy Gobert got 10%. Followed by Trae Young and then Jimmy Butler. And then a whole bunch of people tied at 4.4%, including Bradley Beal, Draymond Green, John Morant, Julius Randle. All that checks out. And then Joel Embiid, and then a bunch of Giannis, Dylan Brooks, Paul George, Tyler Hero, Drew Holiday, Jaren Jackson Jr., LeBron James, Kyle Kuzma, Domantas Sabonis, Zion Williamson. No one who reached the NBA is overrated. Whatever. Spoon! What up, pimp? So I point that out to say, man, that must feel so good when Spoon, thank you for resubscribing. Spoon says, sheesh. Titan, you go, no, I just thought you knew everything. Oh, yeah, right. So it's got to feel really good when your peers vote you to be the most overrated player in the NBA. And then you go out and take Giannis off the dribble to not only win a game in the playoffs, but win the series and send the Bucks packing. Now that's the Bucks without Dame, nonetheless. So that happens. And then what happens next is, like I said, Tyrese Halliburton's dad runs on the court, runs directly up to Giannis Antetokounmpo with a towel with Tyrese Halliburton's name or face on it or whatever, and then starts shaking that in Giannis's face and says, yeah, that's how we fucking get down. That's how we fucking get down, in Giannis's face. Halliburton's dad, not Halliburton. His old ass dad does this. And Giannis is like, bro, that's disrespectful, fam. What are you doing? And then they have words, and it's not good. And then there's another kerfluffle after that. And then after the game, they asked Giannis about it. And he's just like, look, man, I've won the championship. They haven't. You don't do that. You have to be humble in victory. Quote, I believe in being humble in victory. A lot of people out there that are like, no, when you win the game, you talk shit and it's a green light for you to be disrespectful towards somebody else. I disagree. He went on to say, this is Giannis Antetokounmpo, losing the game, emotions run high. Having a fan, which at the moment I thought it was a fan, but then I realized it was Tyrese's dad, which I love Tyrese. I think he's a great competitor. His dad coming on the floor and showing me his son a towel with his face on it, saying, this is what we do this. I feel that was very disrespectful. To his credit, Halliburton, Tyrese, did not have his dad's back. He was like, yeah, can't do that. He's got to stay off the court. He's got to wait for me to come to him. He was in the wrong. He can't do that. This was the quote from Tyrese Halliburton. Well, first they says that he didn't even know what happened. Quote, I don't agree with what transpired there from him. Basketball is basketball, and let's keep it on the court. I think he just got excited, saw his son make a game winner, and came on the court, but we had a conversation. He needs to just allow me to play basketball and stay over there, and I'll come to him to celebrate. But the emotions of the game got excited there. I talked to him. I'll talk with Giannis. I don't think my pops was in the right at all there. Man, I got a lot of respect for Halliburton to do that as well, because I tell you what, there's a lot of people that are going to ride or die with family no matter what. Especially when you win. You're like, hey, man, chill. Family's family. I can't control what my pops does. Hey, man, I ain't got no control over that. You know, don't be a bitch, Giannis. He's a little old man. If you let that upset you, maybe you shouldn't be playing basketball. I'm sure there's fans that have done, something along those lines. So props to Tyrese Halliburton for owning it, one. Even though, he can't control what his dad did. He didn't even know what was going on, because you could clearly see, if you were watching, you could clearly see he was over celebrating with the fans and looking up in the stands and stuff. And it's happening across the court in the back on the corner. Because Giannis was stunned that it happened. A lot of people were. But props to Tyrese Halliburton for being like, nah, dad was wrong. I think what the NBA is going to have to do, one, is ban him. You're no longer allowed in games, Pop. Sorry. But not only are you no longer allowed at games this season, but period. They got to send a message. You really have to crack down on it and say, sorry, bro, but you can't, not only can you not just talk shit like that at a player, when you're a player's family, you can't go onto the court and get in an opposing player's face and do that as well. Just can't do it. You got to go. You're never allowed in another NBA game ever again. You got to set that precedent. You got to make an example. CC, that is hilarious. How'd that man get on the court and Hakeem couldn't? Ain't that the truth? Because Hakeem has manners and respect for people. And he was like, I would like to go out and celebrate. They were like, do you have a pass? This is my pass. Unbeatable. Never heard of it, buddy. 2 world titles. Doesn't ring a bell, buddy. Yeah, you gotta just ban the dude. It sucks, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Till now said find Halliburton for dad's court intrusion. No, I don't think you do that. I don't think you do that at all. You just ban him for good. What else we got? Oh, Andre Agassi. He won his debut in the U.S. Open Pickleball Championship because I bring you the hard-hitting headlines. What the fuck are we doing? I didn't even know that Andre Agassi was playing pickleball. Okay? But he is. That's right. He's 55 now or some shit like that. Yeah, he's 55 years old. It says Andre Agassi won his professional pickleball debut a day after turning 55, teaming with 18-year-old Anna Lee Waters to defeat a pair of even younger teens, 11-8, 9-11, 11-7 in the mixed pro division of the U.S. Open Pickleball Championships. Got it. Says pickleball is a mix of tennis and ping pong. Yeah, played by old people. Okie dokie. He's out there playing with an 18-year-old Anna Lee Waters. That seems rather sus. Now look. That's not okay. I always wondered what the fuck pickleball was. So it's old people tennis. Yes. It's old people tennis. It is it's like a combination, like I said, of ping pong and tennis. It's weird. Let me see if I can find a pickleball video on YouTube. Let's see here. Racquetball for hipsters? No, not even close. Pickleball example. Hey, everybody. Pickleball's a great way to socialize. Shut the fuck up. Let's see. What is pickleball? It's for seniors. I know that. Let's see. Mostly seniors play it. It's a great way to pick up hoes. Nope, that's not correct. Let me just see if I can find pickleball highlights. Let's see. Pickleball. Highlights. Oh, yeah. Found it. Are you ready? Joe Rose said, not interested. I'd rather watch shuffleboard. No, the fuck you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't. You know what I want? Nude pickleball. That's what I want. Nude pickleball. Bring it on, brother. Bring it on, brother. Although I don't want old people playing nude pickleball because that's awful. Jesus. Could you imagine? Good Lord. As a tennis player, Total Dallas says, pickleball's beneath me. Okay, well, first of all, you just should not have told anyone you played tennis. Mark said, Barry, I don't know how to play the damn game. Didn't Lance claim he invented pickleball, or was it Joel? It was like a year ago or more. I have no idea. No idea. I think it was Lance. I think it was Lance that said it. I don't believe it was Joel. Well, he might have a little R. Kelly in him playing with them kids. Yeah. Oh, shit. Spoon said his first signature shoe from Nike was the Agassiz. Oh, nice. You know he was always bald? This famous hair was a wig. Really? I didn't know that. All right, here we go. Here is some pickleball highlights. Oh, let me get the audio set up here. Change, yes. Come on, bitch. Stop pumping that shit. You gave $20 for your outfit. You dirty skank. You dirty skank. Let's see if I can get this to fix. All right. Now we're cooking with the grease. All right, here we go. Some pickleball highlights for your viewing pleasure. Oh, man. What?
He's there.
No.
These are the 10 best pickleball points of the month.
Oh my.
He's got to
No way! You hear the sound? It's like... It sounds like somebody hit you on the kneecap with like a 2x4. Look at this guy hustle. Look at all the old people. You know what I love most about pickleball? The cultural diversity of it all. That's the best part. Yeah. It is a cultural melting pot.
Sometimes he overdoes it.
Yeah, he does.
A little bit too fancy.
Pow, pow, peep, pow, pitty boom, ping, pang, ping, pow, pow, bip. You gotta make sound effects when you do it. That's what I'd be doing. Bap, sweep, blap. I'd be pissing people off. Flip it, pow, bip, boop, bow, bow.
All right, someone needs to clip that point ASAP.
Yeah, clip it, buddy. You got it.
Kick and sock. But you've also got to give it to Alhuni for not missing any of those shots.
Well, this guy sounds like a
Just being able to put it away.
fucking-
and not step in the kitchen at the same time.
he's all up in his kitchen, buddy.
They're digging. They're digging. You're taking home a tattoo as a parting gift for
Cece
sure.
said so dumb. What's dumb? Me?
Sorry if
I'm dumb, Cece, or this sport? Cece called me dumb. Are you not allowed to get outside of the blue area? Skabloop. Boop. Bloop.
that one catches. Look at that
Cece said pickleball. And well, you too sometimes. Bloop. Skablow. Oh boy, look at the action. Look at this. Man, oh fuck, man. God damn. Look at that. Yeah, you're fucking right she did. No, she fucking didn't. I'll be goddamn, look at that. Flip now. Flip. Flip. Pew. Yeah, you fucking damn. And this is just insane, isn't it? Look at the... Wow. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Did you see that? He moved 7 inches to his left. Fucking amazing.
I mean, you don't see clean passing shots in pickleball very often, but that
I tell you what. I can't even fucking believe it. The mustard's off the hot dog, Frank. Get the fuck out of here. Yo, bum rush the show. Oh, put a little Alex English on it. Bloop. Mark said I'd rather talk Toronto Raptors with mines. Cece said hashtag lawn talk. Stop the nonsense. No, we're watching all 10 of the fucking highlights. Oh, and the immensely white crowd goes wild. Oh. Can you believe it? Oh. I can't believe it. Okay, I can't get through fucking 10 of these. Jesus Christ. For the love of everything fucking holy. For fuck's sake. Kill me now. Fucking kill me now. Oh, B. Hannah likes pickleball. Pookie said, all right, homie, look, I took your advice on hockey, but I ain't buying these wolf tickets you selling. Cece, can we talk about poop, Donna? No shit, man. Good Lord. That was rough, and we only made it through the first 5 highlights. Fuck. That was 8 minutes. It took 4 minutes to get through 5 pickleball highlights. What the fuck, man? What the fuck? And you know what's funny? Is that everyone in this chat that's talking shit about pickleball in about 30 years is going to be playing. Because your old asses is going to be like, y'all want to go down and play some pickleball, get some exercise? Watch. Mark my words. Mark said, ask me anything about anything. How the hell do you even play cricket? I don't understand the rules, but it actually looks fun. Yeah, so it's pretty simple, actually. So you've got the post. It's kind of like baseball, right? So think of cricket as baseball with a flat bat, no outfield fences. And instead of a diamond, it's just a straight line that you run the bases on. And that's essentially what cricket is in a nutshell. I told you I know everything about everything. I fucking told you. T-Mac said it was exhilarating. It was exhilarating. If pickleball pulls old people over from golf and unclogs the courses, I'm all in. CC. Okay, I love it. I love it. Yeah. CC's in now. Uh-huh. Oh, all of a sudden, CC's in.
I love it.
Joe Bro said, shit, if I make it another 30 years, I'm going to be disappointed. Yeah, brother, you're not making it another 30 years, brother. B. Hannah said, pickleball is a workout, bro. Why not just play tennis? You know? Yeah, what the fuck is... Yeah. Ugh. So that dry skin is finally peeling. All right, it would. Right in the middle of the goddamn show. Okay. Or maybe I got like a hair. You know, I'm not used to the whole beard thing yet. This shit's weird. Sometimes it gets caught in the sheets. You know what I'm saying? Spoon said, or just work out. Yeah. Cart path only is a true workout. Okay, let's calm down. Cart path only is just like going walking around your neighborhood with a golf club in your hand, CC. Let's slow down a little. All right, let's talk. We actually got some NBA playoffs in. Okay, hear me out. Hear me out, people. I gave you homework yesterday. Oh, by the way, a little NHL hockey action. We talked some hockey earlier, but the Utah Hockey Club would not confirm, but there was a leak because they haven't given their official name yet. Right now, they're just called the Utah Hockey Club. Kind of like it was the, what was the Washington football team? What was the Washington team name for a while? It was like Washington. God, why am I blanking on what the football team name was? It was something stupid, right? It was like Washington Footballers or some bullshit. But Utah Hockey Club won't confirm the apparent leak of the name. Yeah, Washington football team. But Utah Hockey Club won't confirm the Mammoth leak. But apparently that name is leaked. Utah Mammoth was one of 3 finalists featured in a fan vote at the Delta Center to help determine the permanent name of the team, which played its inaugural season in 2024-25. Well, they're the Commanders now, but yeah, they were the Washington football team for like a year or two. You'll recall that they used to be the Arizona Coyotes, And then they relocated to Utah. Now they're just the Utah Hockey Club until they figure out a name. It says originally the 3 names voted on were the Utah Mammoth, the Utah Hockey Club, and the Utah Wasatch. I don't know what the fuck a Wasatch is. The term Wasatch refers to several things in the western United States, primarily in Utah. It's a mountain range, a region, the Wasatch Front and the Wasatch Back. Yeah, suck my Wasatch. And a place named in various context. The Wasatch Range is a mountain range in Utah and extends into Idaho. No, Idaho. The Wasatch Front is a metropolitan area along the western edge of the Wasatch Range. The Wasatch Back, baby got Wasatch Back, refers to the region. Okay, gives a fuck. This is crazy. So it's just an area. The Utah no seasoning. The Utah bland. That would be great. Oh, the Salt Lake Crackers. I like it. Yes, that's what they should have been called. The Salt Lake Crackers. Yeah, the Mammoths is pretty stupid. I kind of like Hockey Club, honestly. Wasatch is total Dallas stripper name. First of all, it's not Walsatch, you dumbass. It's Wasatch. I'm going to put it in the chat, idiot. Oops. Wasatch. Wasatch. The Caucasoids. Yes. And for those of you that aren't live here on the chat, I'll put it on the screen now. There you go. The Wasatch. And if you're going to go that far, you might as well just go the ball sacks. Wasatch Cannonball was famous train 100 years ago. Why in the fuck do I know that? I don't know, Joe Pro, but you do have a lot of useless information rattling around in your dome. Amos said, I mean, the Lakers were named after the Great Lakes. No. False. The Lakers were originally in Minnesota. And Minnesota is the land of 10,000 lakes. So they were called the Lakers because their state was the land of 10,000 lakes. And I think a Laker was something like somebody that would go in the lakes or some shit like that. I don't know. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. I didn't think it was the Great Lakes. I thought it was because it was the land of 10,000 lakes, not the Great Lakes. That was my understanding. I could be wrong. Where did the Lakers get their name? Los Angeles Lakers originally, the Minneapolis Lakers got their name from Minnesota's nickname, the land of 10,000 lakes. Nailed it. No fucking not Land of Lakes butter. Get the shut up, Alex, you fat ass. Always wanting to eat. Always wanting the foods. Jeez. You sorry sack. I think you should have to change the name when you move. I do. I think you should have to change the name. Like, it doesn't make sense, right? Because the Utah Jazz could not be further on the spectrum, further apart. Titan Hugo said, see proof you just know everything. or proof I'm just like Joe Pro and just have a lot of useless goddamn information rolling around in my noggin. I think they should have to change the name when you move. Right? The Jazz and Utah. Come on. Jazz? Utah? What are we doing? That's the most egregious of them all. I mean, seriously. The Lakers, I mean, there's not a ton of lakes, you know what I mean? If we're going to use anything, it should be like, oh, it's the Los Angeles fault lines. Honestly, or, oh, look, it's the LA homeless. How great. Oh, neat. Hey, who y'all play this week? Oh, we played the Los Angeles gangs. Nice. John Dorier said trigger warning. Great. We're playing the Los Angeles gangbangers. Fucking awesome. The LA Fires. Nope. Too soon, Flip. Too soon. Why were the Rockets the San Diego Rockets? Because I believe that's where the rocket was originally built. I believe that the rocket was originally built in San Diego, and then they brought it to Houston or brought it to Florida where it was launched. The LA riots. Wow. The LA unaffordable livings. The Tennessee Oilers sounds nicer. No, it doesn't. It's fucking stupid. It should be the Tennessee Hillbillies. Oh, look, it's the Tennessee cousin fuckers. That's great. Titan Hugo's like, okay, you know what? You don't know everything anymore. You are an asshole. But seriously, like, it couldn't be like the Nashville Predators is pretty spot on because there's a bunch of creepy looking dudes in Nashville. But I think that, like, you know, like you couldn't do like the Tennessee Mountain Men or the Mountaineers or the Tennessee, you know what I mean? Something. The Tennessee or something. No, Tennessee Oilers should not have stayed. That's stupid. I think they got it right. Tennessee Titans was good. That's fine. But you should have to change. Let's see if I was right about the San Diego Rockets. Tennessee Moonshiners. There you go. But at least they changed it. Let's see. Where did the Houston Rockets get their name? Oh, Houston Rockets were named after the team's original location in San Diego, where a team name contest was held, and the name Rockets was chosen to reflect the city's growing space industry. And motto, a city in motion. The name was kept when the team moved to Houston in 1971, which also fit the city's association with NASA. Behind the name, let's see, 67, San Diego became the 12th member of the NBA. Basketball fans were asked to choose a nickname of the team. Rockets was picked because it reflected the outstanding growth of the space age industries in San Diego. So yeah, I think they were building the Rockets in San Diego. Did I nail that too? Jesus Christ. Is this where I just pat myself on the fucking back? God, ask me anything about anything. What? Fucking nailing it. Colorado Peaks. Okay, calm down, Total Dallas. Total Minds. Let's chill. Nashville Dream Crushers. Yeah, right? Doesn't that make a lot of sense? Government, that's your government tax dollars at work. Let's build it on one coast. We'll ship it to the other, and we'll launch it from the middle. That's Joel's knowledge you retained? Brother, you severely underestimate what I learned, okay? Cece said lurk, stupid Jim, not pickleballs. Cece's going to learn pickleball, y'all. You heard it here first. Truck driver Boogie, you can kiss my ass. Believe it or not, I've learned shit on my own. Okay? I've been a Rockets fan before I knew Joel, so you can suck it. Ass face. What do you think? Just, Joel, I didn't know basketball until I fucking met Joel? Kiss my ass. If New Orleans didn't take 20 years to get another team, they probably could have gotten the name back. It's probably true. That's probably true. I wonder if the Jazz would like to give the name back and get their own. They probably do. The New Orleans Wives. Okay, that was too far. Lord, I apologize. All right. Now I want to talk about, we got about 10 minutes. We're going to do this anyways. We're going to do it. So, folks, Wichita, the wind is still blowing. Yo, bro! Thank you for the 33 minutes, buddy. Laminack and I could fuck up a bar trivia game. Yes, we could, buddy. Ooh, the voodoo. Voodoo. Running from a magic. About 4 people in the chat knew what I just did. About 4 people got that song reference. Voodoo. Running from a magic. I see a cave boy and he tried to play back. Give a gas face and you're bound to get slapped. Y'all know nothing about that. But me and Joe Pro would fuck up some bar trivia. No one give it away in the chat or the group that I was just singing in the songs. No, don't even type it. You don't need to. You don't need to if you know who it was. I'm guessing like maybe 3 people did. You know who the 3 are. Let me see. Let me pull up scores schedule. So tonight's games. Maybe not. Did anybody get the reference? Just one in the chat if you got that reference. Let's see. Where is it? There we go. Boop. So, Rockets Warriors tonight. Rockets come home down 3-1. Lakers go home down 3-1. Now, I gave you some homework. Spoon got it. Rather shocked about that, Spoon. I dig it, though. You devil. I gave you some homework, and I present to you now your homework. Truck Driver Boogie said you are the only one. Nope, me and Spoon, big X-Clan fans. This is protected by the red, the black, and the green. With a key, sissy. Joe Pro, you got to carry the hip hop trivia. Yes, I got you. I got you, pimp. Okay. We all know about the trade. It'll probably go down as the most shocking, if not the most egregiously bad trade in the history of the NBA. To some, to most, perhaps. But hear me out. Hear me out. Everyone has said, uh-oh, did I just lose my keyboard? Oh. We were told Nico Harrison said that that defense wins championships, and that's why he traded Luka Doncic, right? This is what we were told. Now, there were other reasons that, came out later in press conferences and whatnot, but they went out and they got Anthony Davis, who was a good defender, still a good basketball player, but certainly not a top 5 talent in the NBA like Luka Doncic. Luka goes to the Lakers. Lakers turn their season around since the trade. Anthony Davis goes to the Mavs, immediately gets hurt, misses several games, comes back. Immediately after that, Kyrie gets hurt. So we never really get to see Nico Harrison's vision of what that team would have looked like. We saw 2 quarters of it against the Rockets, and it was nasty. They put it on the Rockets until Anthony Davis had the abdominal issue or whatever it was. But hear me out. If the Lakers lose to the Minnesota Timberwolves tonight, they will be bounced in the first round. They will have won 1 playoff game with Luka and LeBron. 1. Does Nico Harrison have a point? Was he right? Because we got to see a little bit of this magic. We got to see a little bit of this flavor. We got to see what this team is capable of during the regular season. And to now see them down 3-1, Nico Harrison's point was, look, you can be regular season champs all you want, but once it gets to the playoffs, that's a different sissy. That's a different animal. That's a different beast. Things change. The game changes. It's a lot different. And Luka's been putting up 36 points. He's been having some great games. But they're down 3-1. I think maybe we got to pump the brakes. Now, look, here's my take on it. I think it's worth asking the question. I also think it's worth at least, I don't think the answer is yes, he's right. I also don't think the answer is no, he was wrong. I think instead of we all shit on Nico Harrison and say what a dumbass he was and what a terrible trade this was, and that's it. If the Lakers get bounced 4-1, at the very least, what we at least owe Nico Harrison is pause. Instead, how about this? Let's wait and see how this plays out through next season. Huh? Let's give him 1 full year of LeBron and Luka and see how that works out. And AD, well, we're not going to get Kyrie, though. That sucks. But let's just see what Kyrie and Clay, or AD and Clay, and maybe whoever else they get or whatever. But let's see what happens on the Lakers side of things. And if they do chase another star for the Mavs, or I don't know, unfortunately, we're just not going to get that. Unless somehow Kyrie can, they can, surgically repair him. But I think it's worth at least putting a pin in it. Let's come back to it because we may have jumped the gun. They're not world beaters. And we never got to see what that Dallas Mavericks team was, save for 2 quarters. And those 2 quarters were hellacious. Would I have still done the trade? Absolutely not. Does the trade make sense? Certainly not. But is it safe to say after what the little bit that we saw, and if the Lakers get bounced 4-1, do I think that we should at least put a pin in it and come back? Yes, I do. I do. Now, I will say, in all fairness, you got to go back to when Kyrie was traded to Dallas. Now, remember, When Kyrie went to Dallas, that chemistry between him and Luka at first was a little rocky. That Mavs team there for the second half of that season was, we didn't really see much from them. And then it was just like, oh boy, this is an ugly experiment, really. And then they had an off season together, figured some shit out. And then the following season, they went to the finals, which is why I say, let's not jump the gun just yet. Let's not praise the man because the Lakers get bounced, but let's not also shit on him just yet. Because you know what? What if the Lakers are bad? And what if Dallas is actually pretty good? I'm not saying it's going to happen. All I'm saying is we didn't even see any results from it, really. Everybody jumped the gun, and so far, we haven't seen the vision. That's all I'm saying. Let's just give the man a season and a half before we're ready to run him out of the sport. Am I crazy? Am I crazy? Amos said, no, the Lakers never completed what they set out to do. They never got their big man. That's not my point, though, because his point was defense wins championships. Right? Defense wins championships. And he said that with Luka as a centerpiece on a team that doesn't have a big man in Dallas, that they weren't going to be able to win that way. So what did he do? He went out and got, you can say that Anthony Davis isn't a big man, but he kind of is, really. I know he plays the 4, but how tall is he? 6'11"? Anthony Davis is a big man, isn't he? He's how tall is he? Where's his wiki at? He's 6'10". I don't know why I think he's taller than that. But he plays the 4, but I always feel like he's a 5, but he's a 4, but he plays both power forward and center. But I just think that he's 4 and 5. I don't know. Of course, total Dallas. Yes, judge now. Joe Bro says it's rare but not impossible for it to be a bad trade for both teams. Okay. Tanyugo said they would have gotten swept if AD was still there as he sits on the bench injured. And that's a fair point too. If you're going to trade Luka, why'd you trade him for somebody who's always injured? Now that I'm willing to entertain, right? That I'm willing to listen to. Why AD? You're telling me that's the best you could get? Really? I'm sure there was other people that would have, or other teams that would have played ball with you. I don't know. Maybe not. What will be interesting to see in the offseason is if LeBron gets with Luka and says, look, kid, you have what it takes to be the next me. You can be the next Jokic. You could be the next LeBron. You could start being in the conversations of the way that they talk about me and Jordan. They could be having the discussions of who was better, Luka or LeBron. But you've got to get your physicals up. You've got to get your body in shape, dude. Because he is doughy. He is doughy. He is. And they talk about how he likes to drink beer during the season. And, he's got a lot of Harden in him. He's got a lot of James Harden in him. And his defense is sus as fuck. And there comes the point where you start to ask, and I always said this about Harden. And people in this town love to claim that James Harden was a great player. No, he wasn't. James Harden was a great scorer. There's a difference. A big difference. James Harden will go down as one of the greatest scorers of all time. I don't think he goes down as one of the greatest players of all time. The book's still out for me on Luka in that regard. So I don't know. Joe Bro said, let's get AD, Zion, and Kyrie. The best big three that's never on the court. Yeah. Amos said, I thought Dallas had 2 centers, but they both hurt. What if LeBron said, look, kid, I'm not coming back next year, so get your shit together? Could be. Could be. Yeah, and he's going to be like, and not only are you going to be without me, but if I'm not coming back, they're definitely not bringing Bronny back. So now what are you going to do? Oh, you're really fucked now. Going to miss out on that 1.3 minutes a game. Boy, there goes that 0.2 points average. You're done. Fuck you, Hunter. You're done. So I don't know. It is single every other night. 1-1. 1 point, 1 assist, 1 turnover in 1 minute. He is a 1-1-1-1 man. All right, we're going to get out of here in just a second. But I just think it's worth pausing. That's it. Just pause. Let's just wait. Let's just wait to see what happens. But as I mentioned, Rockets play today at 6:30, so coming up in about an hour and a half. And then tonight, Lakers play at 9 o'clock. All those games are on TNT, True TV, or Max. So there you go. But before we get out of here, we've got a couple of birthdays to get to today. Yeah! Hell yeah! Sucking nerds! My girl Memster's in the building! Mimi! Happy birthday, Memesters! I don't think Mimi's here today, but I love you, Mimi. If you get to watch this, I love me some Mimi, y'all. Mimi's one of the coolest. She's a deckhead. All the deckheads are the coolest. All of them. Every one of them. If you talk shit about the deckheads, you talk shit about one of the deckheads, you talk shit about all of the deckheads. And you gotta not only fight all of them, you gotta fight me. You think you have a hard time figuring out 1 human versus 100, or 100 humans versus 1 gorilla? How about 100 human versus 10 deckheads? Good luck. Fucking good luck. Good luck. Yeah, Flip. Yeah, Flip. You done fucked up picking on Miss Donna, who's not even here today. God rest her soul. I mean, she's not dead. She's just dead to me for not being here today. Mimi, I love you, sweet. Thanks so much. I hope you had a wonderful day today. And you know what? Even deckheads can get roadhead. Get it, girl! I love you, Memesters. You're the best. I hope you had a magical, wonderful, fantastical birthday. And I hope you have a delicious dinner. See, I gotta take it easy on the girls. I don't get all nasty. I mean, Roadhead would be good, but not all that other dirty stuff. Just cause y'all dirty. God damn it, Brian! Would you just calm down for a fucking minute? Would you just let the man do his fucking job, Brian? I swear to God, I'll turn this whole fucking show around if you don't chill the fuck out. Jesus Christ, Brian, calm the fuck down, man. I'm not done with Mimi yet, for fuck's sake. Mimi, I love you, baby. I'm sorry Brian's all up in the goddamn business. For fuck's sake, man. Jesus. I mean, you've been all up in the chat. Hey, 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 hey. Brian, you gotta give a brother a chance, man. You act like I don't know what I'm doing, man. You act like this is my first day on the fucking job, brosif. You killing me, Smalls. You killing me. Brian, I shouldn't do it now. You know what I'm saying? I shouldn't even fucking do it now. All up in there earlier. All up in there yesterday. Like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Yeah, you know what, chat? Nobody wish him a fucking happy birthday now. Hey, guys, do y'all know if it's anybody else's birthday today besides Mimi's? Because I don't know. I haven't heard of it. I wouldn't know. By the way, Brian, just so you're aware, you didn't tell Jen that it was your birthday when you signed up. Motherfucker had to do his own reconnaissance. So for those of you that are members of the Patreon that didn't tell Jen or me that it's your birthday, if you don't get a birthday shout out, that's on you. But I will say this, you better make sure that I know, because you'll fuck around and not get a birthday shout out unless you get all up in the chat and say it 11,000 times and then interrupt somebody else's birthday shout out. Brian, happy birthday, brother. I love you, man. You know I love you. You know I gotta fuck with you. You know I gotta fuck with you. I love you, dog, dude. I hope you had a fantastical birthday. I do indeed. I'ma fuck with you. But Brian, what's your go-to meal on your birthday, brother? What's the go-to meal? Do you have a go-to meal? If you say Glizzy's, I swear to God, I'm hanging up this show. I swear to God. I'll go dark right now. I'll just... Don't do it. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. Don't you say it. Pizza. Ooh, what kind? What kind? Damn, pizza sounds good. Now I want pizza. What you put on it? If you say pineapple, I swear to God, I'll slap the shit out of Spoon. I love you, Spoon, but I'm slap the shit out of you if Brian says pineapple. Burger and fried. A wham burger. Now you're gonna get roasted for your birthday, Brian. That's what you get. I hope Mimi comes in the chat and be like, hey guys, can we get back to my birthday now? Ooh, bacon. Oh, yes. Well, buddy, enjoy your clogged arteries. Nah, homie, I hope you had a great birthday, man. And listen, I hope that your husband makes you the happiest man on the planet, bro. For real. I do. I hope that he makes you the most amazing bacon pizza that you've ever had. Because you deserve it on this special day, young man. Nah, for real. I love you, Brian. Happy birthday, brother. Cheers to you. Cheers to Mimi. Happy birthday to you both. Thank you guys for being deckheads and Patreon members and being old fuckers. Cheers, everybody. Drink, drunk. Joe Pro goes pizza. So Brian's 12. These didn't say fucking chicken nuggets, Joe Pro. Like, Brian, what's your favorite meal? Chicken nuggets and corn dogs. Spoon said catches strays like animal control. Hey, you know, sometimes it's just pew, 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 pew. All right, love you, Brian. Happy birthday, brother. Love you, memesters. Sorry, Brian was all up in the videos. All up in your business. Love you, Mimi. Happy birthday to you both. All right, we all up out of here. We on up out of here. I gotta go get some work done. A show. Welcome to Death Row on Deck. Peace out, Craig. Oh, shit. Well, we're gonna have to do it tomorrow, CC. Damn. I gotta go pick up groceries. I forgot. I got groceries. Oh, fuck. Guess I just skipped one. God damn it. How come you didn't remind me earlier, like 12:30 when I was placing a grocery order, CC? You're supposed to text me and be like, hey, don't forget, don't place a grocery order that you gotta go pick up. Because you owe us a private hour. That's your fault. That's your fault. She said, my bad, it's on my calendar now. Oh, fuck. So I should have never said that. She's gonna dog the shit out of me. I messed up now. What up, Sean Beasy? Get who got extended again? Yo, no! Are you fucking kidding me, Alec? Oh, bro. Are you shitting me, Alec? Alec, this is not okay. I'm writing a letter. That is fucking horseshit. Did they say how long? Bro. Well, that just fucking ruined my night. Alec, are you fucking kidding me, bro? Bro, that sucks. About to be a month 8. Fuck. Bro, hang in there, man. That sucks. Come hang out with us, man. I'll make you feel better tomorrow. I'll tell you a tale about a man who interrupted a birthday party with his own birthday party. No, we'll talk about Shannon Sharp tomorrow, Titan Hugo. Remind me and I'll give you my thoughts. Cece said, why did everyone change names? I don't know, DD. All right. Listen, I love you guys. Y'all be safe, be kind, and love each other. I'll see you tomorrow. I'm going to get groceries. Enjoy the games. Go Rockets. Fuck the Lakers. Bye, everybody. Daddy's making a YouTube video.